love's a tricky game.
Today, it's Border Crossings with another exciting guest whose name is Irene Diaz. Critics have complimented her blend of soul, pop, and jazz, and her unique and memorable voice. Irene is inspired by some of the greats in jazz, including Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, and many others. And on today's show, Irene will talk about her brand new album, and also she will show us why everyone is talking about her music. I'm Larry London. Stay tuned to Border Crossings. Hi, welcome to Border Crossings. My name's Larry London, and for our program today, a very special guest is in our studios. Irene Diaz is here. She's on the road right now for a brand new EP that she has produced herself and recorded, and she's brought Carolyn in with her as well, and both of them are here today on the Voice of America. We welcome Irene Diaz and Carolyn to Border Crossings.
Hello. Hello.
You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
And it's very, very mature, well beyond your young age.
I guess so. I keep hearing that.
You keep hearing the same old thing, which is probably why you have been compared to some of the greats. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but to be constantly mentioned in the same breath as Billie Holiday and Ella Fitzgerald, that has to be pretty intimidating.
I mean, they're amazing. They're amazing singers, and just to be compared to them. I mean, I listened to them a lot when I was younger, and their music's amazing. The songs are just very soulful, and I love that.
Mm-hmm. And you started as a classical pianist.
Well, I took piano lessons when I was younger, you know, like a lot of kids. But I stopped for a while, and then I went back into it and just writing my own songs. When I started songwriting, I was 16, and I started actually on the guitar, and then I eventually started writing songs and singing on the piano. So.
Mm-hmm. And how did you make the transition from classical music into, I guess, what you would define as blues and jazz these days?
You know, I don't know. I think just listening to different artists and just, you know, feeling the vibe. And I think for me, it just comes a little more natural. I don't know what it is, mm-hmm. but just songs come out. I mean, I have no intention. I think what I hear is what comes out of me. And mm-hmm. it's just a bunch of artists.
Is this what you always wanted to do, or was this a difficult choice? Because I read somewhere where you were a bit shy for a while.
I think for a while, you know, it's difficult to get on stage. Like, oh my gosh, you know, everyone's listening to me. I don't want all the attention on me. But, you know, over a while, you know, I always get nervous before sets. I got nervous before this. But, you know, I mean, music is music, and you want to touch people, and it's for them. You know, I mean, it's for me too, but it's more so to touch people with love songs and, you know, bring hope to people. You
just created a new EP, and this is your first EP, and you funded it yourself.
Yeah.
And you produced it yourself. So this is totally you. You're 100%, it's you.
Yeah.
So it can be exciting and intimidating all at the same time.
It is. I mean, it took a while. You know, I've always been writing songs, and I was trying to find a producer, and I was playing out a lot, and people were like, oh, do you have anything? And I was like, no, I don't. And so, you know, I was trying to find a producer, and I could never really find anybody. And Carolyn actually told me, you know, why don't you just produce it yourself? And so we started, you know, we started working with one of our friends at his home studio. And then I started thinking, oh my gosh, how are we going to fund this? How are we going to, you know, we need to make CDs, we need to make like merchandise, we want to make a video, how are we going to do this? And so we went to the website, Kickstarter, we used that to raise money, and we raised about $10,000 for our project. Yeah.
But this is puts you in a whole nother level pretty fast, where you have to not only be a writer and a performer, but also you're a businesswoman now, because you have to figure out how to get the funding and then produce the product and oversee everything else. Are you two, your friends, lifelong friends, and that's how the relationship started, or is it just because of the music? How did you two, you know, get together, you and Carolyn?
Yeah, we actually met at work. I mean, I'm a working musician, and we work at the same job, but we met, and a year later, like I bought her a ukulele. She started playing with me, and she's actually, you know, helped manage me in the beginning, you know, introducing me to people that she knew, because she used to work at Virgin Records, right?
Yeah, Virgin Megastore, record store.
Yeah, and so she met a lot of different people, and that kind of, you know, led to meeting like Aaron Bird from KCRW, just different outlets. And it was really cool. It was interesting how it all worked out. Like, wow, Carolyn knows a lot of people.
Well, very exciting. You got your friends, your partners, collaborators. So we're going to have you do a song for us, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I'm going to do a song, but it's not actually on the EP.
Ooh, a bonus track that you can't get anywhere except here on the program. What's this one called?
This one's called Let Me Go.
Okay, Let Me Go. Irene Diaz.
See, for a while I feel so good. Then time does me no good, 'cause you come, then you go. Won't time just let me go? So why don't you come and give me one of my bed? So why don't you come? I'll just get out of my head. But see, I can't let you go. I don't wanna let you go. Said I can't let you go. I don't wanna let you go. Don't go. See, for a while I feel so good. Then time does me no good, 'cause you come, then you go. Won't time just let me go? When fate decided we should be united, so come into my heart, my arms. Oh, when fate decided we should be united, so come into my arms, my arms, my arms, 'cause I can't let you go. Don't wanna let you go. Said I can't let you go. Don't wanna let you go. No, no. Said I can't let you go. No, no. Don't wanna let you go. No, no. She for a while I feel so good. does me no good, and does me no good.
Wow. Beautiful.
Thanks.
Absolutely gorgeous. Irene Diaz is here on The Voice of America. Her new EP is I Love You Madly, although that song you just heard, not on the EP. Mm-hmm. So are you going to put a whole album out? Are you working on a...
I'm hoping to. I think for me, I'm learning a lot. You know, what's my next move? What should I do? Because, I mean, the music business right now is always changing. You know, people want things fast. And sometimes, you know, as an independent artist, like, you don't work fast because, you know, you have funds and stuff. Mm-hmm. But, I don't know, thinking about putting out a single. I was trying to work on an album, but it just didn't work out, you know, with the producer. But... you know, eventually I want to put out a full length, but maybe step by step put out singles. So we'll see what happens.
Well, you have a beautiful voice. As I was listening to you sing, I heard similarities between Lana Del Rey. I heard some Adele. I heard Norah Jones. You have a very appealing voice and,
thank you.
Sound. You know, your style is lovely. Who are you listening to?
Right now I'm actually listening to, it always changes, you know. I like this band called Rye. I don't know if you've heard of them, RHYE. We actually played with them back in January. We didn't play with them, but they were like on the same, you know, bill. And also like she introduced me to James Vincent McMorrow. Really cool. He does a lot of falsetto and really great artist, songwriter. Who else? I don't know. I like Nina Simone.
Yeah,
I mean,
Nina
I listen
Simone.
to her time to time. One of my favorite songs is Sinner Man. The full, like, the 10-minute long one. It's an amazing song, but I listen to everything.
And the songs on your new EP, you've written them all.
Yes.
And there's a lot of love and romance and relationship in this. So, you know, this isn't just a romance CD. You're telling a story. So are the stories actual true stories?
Some of them are. I think Crazy Love, we actually wrote it together. That came out of a place of love and reality. And just, I think the song is a lot about, it's kind of like a vow. It's like, I'm always going to be there for you, you know, no matter what, through the bluest of days. And I Love You Madly is one that I wrote maybe about two years back. And during the time, you know, I wasn't in a relationship, but I was, you know, I was wanting to write a love song, and my past songs, they were never really about love. They were, but, you know, when you're young, you're writing all kinds of depressing songs. But that was like one of my first love songs, I Love You Madly. And my mom was getting married around the time, so I was like, oh, you know, how do you feel about your husband? And so I threw a little bit of, you know, her stories and and that, and I Am Woman. I think that one came out of nowhere, kind of. You know, when I write, I usually just, you know, get on my guitar or I get on the piano and I start like making up melodies and whatever comes out. But I started gearing that more towards, you know, the environment and how the fact that there's a lot of bad things happening to our planet, you know, as a result of, you know, carbon and everything. But I wrote it, you know, in hopes that people will see, like, I'm woman, which is earth, and you are man, which is us. Like, we need to take care of, you know, our planet. Tricky Game took me like a year to write.
Wow.
But that one was a tough one, but it eventually came along pretty nicely.
That's a long time to write a song.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's not like every day I was at it.
Right.
I think at times.
Write a little bit, put it away.
Yeah,
write a little bit, put it away.
You're constantly writing, you know, throughout your day when you're working or just gardening or doing whatever. And then My Sweetest Sin, it came out of a personal, you know, situation where, you know, I wanted to be the only one, but I wasn't. So. Yeah.
That's
but it's
no
okay.
good.
I'm happy now.
Now there's a song about it. Does the guy know it's about that situation?
No.
So is this song, I Love You Madly, is that your favorite on the EP, which is why you named the EP that?
I think it just sums up everything.
Okay.
I think, you know, it was one of the first ones that was written out of all of them. But we actually made a video for Crazy Love. And we made that the single.
Oh, great. Are you going to do that for us?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, we'll
excellent. Well, how about it? We'll do it right now.
Cool.
If you're ready for that, Irene Diaz is on the Voice of America. I Love You Madly is the name of the new EP. This is Crazy Love.
See, I'll follow you through the bluest of days, and I'll comfort you every which way. 'Cause I'm crazy in love. I'm so crazy in love. I can't get enough. No, I'll never get enough of you, my love. See, the days are so good, and the nights are so sweet. Baby, you put me in the mood. You sweep me off my feet. But there's days when you're sad. I want to lift you up, so do all I can. Honey, you've got all my love, my love. Crazy in love. I'm so crazy in love. I can't get enough. No, I'll never get enough of you, my love.
Crazy Love. Irene Diaz here on the Voice of America. And the ukulele is an interesting instrument to put in a jazz album. I don't think that's been done before.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. I just don't think of ukulele when I think of jazz music. So it's an interesting combination that you chose, this instrumentation. And so does that come from the friendship, or does that come from this is what I want it to be? This is the sound in my head.
I think songs just come out. I don't think it's planned. I think, you use what you have. On piano, actually in the CD, I use organ along with the ukulele, but, songs just come out.
And when you're on tour performing, do you have a band or?
I don't. Not right now. It's very fresh, but it's going really well. Us two touring together, it's a lot more, cost effective and
Right.
Yeah. So right now it's just us two, and
I think the fans seem to enjoy it, and especially when we go out, we get a good response. So.
It's unique. It's got a nice sound, but it certainly is unique. I'm sure that it's not something that's done often, if at all. But if people want to see you perform, and I know you're out on tour right now, the tour is going to go on for a while. And where can people go to get the tour dates?
They could go to my website, which is irenediazmusic.com. I'm also on Facebook, so you could connect with me on my website.
You had mentioned that you write the melody first. That's the songwriting process for you. You come up with a melody, typically.
Actually, every song's different. I mean, usually I start with the instrument. Like I'll do different chord progressions and then just hum a melody on top of it, and you know, words just come out. And I think I try to figure out what the song is trying to say. Usually, like first words will come out, and you know, I'll go off of that. But every song's different.
So, which is harder for you, writing the melody or the lyrics?
I don't know.
They're both challenging, or it happens together at the same time. I mean,
it's fun. It's fun for me. I don't. Sometimes it's challenging. When it's challenging, like tricky game, like I'm like, oh my gosh. But I don't know. Every song's different, and I just love writing. I love creating. I love, you know, putting melodies and words together. And when it's a challenge, it's fun.
And people are saying great things about you right now. I know you've done some other major interviews, and NPR, National Public Radio, said some great things about you. And in Los Angeles, you are very, very popular on the local circuit, and now you're branching out.
Yeah.
Now you're going around the United States, and hopefully you'll take this on a world tour.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, eventually, you know, I want to be able to, you know, make enough where I can actually have, you know, a full band or something similar. But right now it's good for us.
Now, if you weren't making music, is there something else you'd be doing, or is this the only thing you've ever dreamed of doing?
If I wasn't making music, I don't know. I
never thought about it.
I love drawing, but I could have been a graphic designer. I don't know, but I love music.
Well, there's a lot of people who, you know, I mean, are where you were a couple of years ago right now listening. And what advice would you give them? People who want to get into this business and don't know how to get into the business.
Yeah.
Would you encourage them this is a good time? Would you say maybe not right now? Or
no, I would definitely encourage it. I think it's a lot of learning. You know, don't look at other people's progress. Look at yours, because it's your story. Everybody has their own, and I don't know, it takes time. Sometimes it's less time for others, but keep going. Don't let anybody fool you. Oh, I can do this for you, and I could do that for you. You know, if anybody wants to sign anything with you, don't, you know, hold off, and make sure you have good advice, you know, good people around you. Surround yourself with great people who love you generally, and they love your music. Just have a good connection, have good grounds with the people you love.
That's great advice. And if a major label came to you and said, we want to sign you, is that a goal of yours, or?
You know, I don't know just about yet. I think I really want to try to do this independently right now. You know, because I'm so new, and
right, you'd lose a lot of control if you signed with a major label.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work. You know, like I mean, because today there's so many social sites, there's so many things that you need to be a part of because you want to engage with your fans.
Right.
And it's a lot of work, but I mean, in the end, you know, you're the one who's connecting with the person. It's not some robot or some person that doesn't even know the people or anything. But it's good to really, you know, realize that there are independent artists who are making a living, and I know of people. You know, I'm trying to get there. And
you're living in Hollywood, so.
I'm not.
Well, Pasadena, outside of Hollywood a little bit, you know.
Hollywood's
to
crazy.
The outside world, it's all the same. but you know, have you ever considered? I mean, with all the different music shows on television now, which you know, it can certainly save a lot of time and a lot of money, and you can jump to stardom right away. You ever thought of that road?
Like being an actress?
No, on, you know, American Idol or the X Factor or the, you know, there's a new one, you know, coming on, Rising Star and all these shows.
You know, I actually did. I tried out for X Factor. No, not X Factor, The Voice, and they didn't pick me.
Really?
But I
would have turned around in my chair.
Yeah. I'm glad. You know, I think when I, you know, tried out, maybe my voice wasn't developed, and over time, you know, you get better the more you go. But I think right now I wouldn't want to do that because I love singing my own material. You know, I think for those shows they have you sing other people's stuff. Right. And I don't know, everybody has their different range, and I sing my songs for me. You know, I sing what I can do. And I think it's great exposure. but for me, it's just not my route.
Well, Irene Diaz is here, and you have a lovely voice. The new EP,
Thank you.
which came out last July, a year ago, is called I Love You Madly. So I'm going to ask you to do another song, but before we do that, once again, the website, if people want to get the EP, if they want to watch you in concert, where do they go?
They could go to my website. It's irenediazmusic.com.
And Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook, Irene Diaz Music. It's all there, like on my website.
Twitter, Instagram, you do it all. And you're in touch with everybody. You respond yourself, or you ask Carolyn to respond for you.
Yeah.
All right, well, what are you going to do next for us?
This one's a new one. This one's a more recent one. It's called Anything for You, and it's about love, and it's about breaking down borders and, just realizing that we're all one together. But it's a love song. So.
Okay. It's about border crossings.
About border crossings.
All right, Irene Diaz is here on Border Crossings, and here's a beautiful song.
I bet our love could do anything, 'cause I would do anything, oh anything, anything for you. We could move mountains, then we could part the seas, 'cause I would do anything, oh anything, anything for you. Give me love, don't want hate, all these walls we could break, 'cause I would do anything, oh anything, anything for you. I bet these chains could break off of me, then I'd break them off of you, and we would be free. 'Cause love has a trigger, igniting all the bones. I would do anything, oh anything, anything for you. Give me love, don't want hate, all these walls we could break, 'cause I would do anything, oh anything, anything for you. This world's crazy, but I'm more crazy for you. This world's crazy, but I'm more crazy for you. 'Cause I would do anything, oh anything, anything for you. I would do anything, oh anything for you. I bet our love could do anything, 'cause I would do anything, oh anything, anything for you.
Wonderful. Irene Diaz. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to meet you, and your voice is gorgeous.
Thanks.
And your music sounds, it's much bigger than blues and jazz. I mean, right away, as soon as I heard your voice and I heard what you're doing, it's well beyond the description on paper. Your stuff is great.
Thank you.
Love your music, yeah. And thank you, Carolyn, for coming in and joining
you.
us as well. Appreciate having both of you in the studios. The new EP is called I Love You Madly. It's now available. I'm Larry London.